What is up, guys? It's Sophie. I literally love coming and just like talking to you guys about what's going on in the world. I know like a lot of people have deleted social media. I have deleted Twitter for the day, but I love coming on here and talking to you guys because it literally just feels like I'm talking to my friends about current events and what's going on in the world and my thoughts on it. And you guys really seem to like it. So we're doing it today about Anonymous. I'm basically making this video to talk about what Anonymous is. For those of you who are like confused about the group, what they are, what they actually do, we're gonna be talking about all of that today. My thoughts, my opinions, everything that's going on. So let's just hop right into it. So basically, some background for those of you who don't know what the group Anonymous is. They're considered a decentralized international hacktivist organization. What they do is they hack into these very big corporations, institutions, one of those being the United States government, leaking info. Their mission is essentially to leak government secrets, leak private info about what the government's been hiding from us as citizens. But Anonymous doesn't just stop there. They go after these huge organizations like the Church of Scientology, ISIS, the Westboro Baptist Church, and they also go after like these other massive corporations like PayPal, Visa, Sony. They basically just like choose who their next victim is, and normally it's like these very big capitalist organizations or these government institutions, and their goal is to hack and expose and leak to the public. And that's what they're doing with the Minneapolis police force. So last night, Anonymous made a statement saying that they were coming for the Minneapolis police force.
This is a message from Anonymous to the Minneapolis Police Department. These officers must face criminal charges, and Officer Chauvin especially should face murder charges. Unfortunately, we do not trust your corrupt organization to carry out justice, so we will be exposing your many crimes to the world. We are Legion. Expect us.
They were founded in 2003. I've heard a lot about Anonymous. When I learned about like ISIS in middle school, there was like a tiny little chapter on Anonymous and WikiLeaks and like their goal to expose the US government. But I did some research on them for this video. And the number one question that people ask when it comes to Anonymous is, how do I join? Like, how do I become part of the group? Technically, there is no way to join. Like, there's nothing that there's no application, there's no fee, there's nothing that you do to join, because there's no face of Anonymous because they're anonymous. There's nobody that grants you permission to be part of the group. Anybody technically could be part of the organization of Anonymous by just identifying themselves as anonymous and having the ability to hack into these large organizations and corporations and institutions. I know that Anonymous has a Twitter page. I don't know if Twitter is able to figure out identities of users. They're probably not, because the people behind these pages have not been found, but there have been multiple arrests over the past decade, over the past almost 2 decades, because they were founded in 2003. With like even the slightest bit of affiliation to this group can lead the government to coming after you. You can get arrested, all of this stuff. It's a lot of stuff. But a lot of people on Twitter are very excited about the fact that Anonymous is coming to expose the Minneapolis police force, me personally being one of them. I saw the clips that Anonymous put in their video last night, and they are absolutely fucking brutal.
Police brutality and murder is a widespread problem in the United States, which has undoubtedly infected nearly every jurisdiction in the country, but the Minneapolis Police Department is among the worst, and has a horrific track record of violence and corruption. This week's brutal killing of George Floyd, which has sparked protests and national outrage, is merely the tip of the iceberg.
You guys already know my thoughts on police brutality, so I'm not gonna go into an entire spiel about that, but the Minneapolis police force, it fucking sucks. And it's so frustrating because it's like, when you have Black people that are dying at the hands of the police, Anonymous said this in their video too, the only word that they have is of the murderer, the cop that killed this person. That's the only person that's alive that can actually say what happened, unless there's a video. And in so many cases, there is no footage. The police officer's word against a dead person's word. So the only way to actually like get justice and to get the truth is to expose the shit out of the Minneapolis police force and their corruption and their injustice. And personally, I hope that they can do this for every single police force. There's corruption in police forces nationwide across this country is just filled to the brim with corruption and injustice and just racism and transphobia and just so many fucking disgusting things that it's like we've been at this for so long, for so fucking long. We didn't have anonymous back in the 50s where the police would literally just like kill somebody and nobody would bat an eye, or when they would dress up in their KKK uniforms and, you know, light crosses outside of black people's homes. Anonymous wasn't around back then, but it was founded in 2003, which is almost 20 years. Like in 3 years that would have been 20 years, and we're still going through essentially the same level of police brutality in 2020, but there is more that we can do about it. So like when I saw this video, not gonna lie, kind of gave me Purge vibes. I was like, ooh, I really feel like we're living in the Purge movie right now. But I mean, I'm all for exposing the shit out of corrupt police departments, black people letting out their anger by rioting and by looting, which I was also going to make a video on, but I wanted to do this first. I'm personally all for it, and I want to know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. I'm not even gonna lie, like this entire thing does scare me, and it scares a lot of black people, a lot of black people. Social media has become such a comedic place where like even in like the darkest, most disturbing, scariest moments, like we're literally going through civil unrest right now and a race war right now, and there's still people that kind of make light of it on Twitter to kind of, I guess, distract us from what we're actually going through. But when you take a step back and think about like what the fuck we're actually going through right now, it's scary. Like it's really scary, especially for black people that are walking around day to day and not knowing whether or not they're gonna get stopped by police and not knowing whether or not they're gonna end up dead. It's scary, and we're still going through it in 2020. But bitch, I'm all for dismantling the shit out of these corrupt ass police departments, but I want to know what you guys think down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on Anonymous and everything that's been going on. Also, definitely comment down below what current events videos you want to see from me. I have videos on like why POC solidarity isn't a thing anymore, why looting and rioting is necessary in order for social justice reform. I have a bunch of ideas, but I really just want to hear from you guys. I want to film what you guys want to see, or if you want videos that aren't related to current events, let me know that as well too, and I can definitely do that for you guys. Stay safe. If you're going to protest, please stay safe and take care of yourselves. I love you. Reminder to all of my Black subscribers and followers, if you need a break, please take one. If you need to delete social media because it's getting too much, please do so. I'm always here. You guys can literally always talk to me. Like I always respond to you guys on Instagram, or I try to. So if you ever want to talk, send me a DM and I can go through all of them and then respond back to you guys. So yeah, I'm rambling, but I love you, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.
Very beautiful.